Hello photopillars, Rafael, the bar here. The Perseids, together with the Geminids, is one of the most powerful meteor showers. If you like photographing the night sky, it's an event you can't miss. Well, in this video I'll show you how to use photopills to plan a really cool photo of the Perseids. I'll show you how to find the shooting spot, how to figure out the local peak date and time for any location you want, and how to easily locate the radiant of the Perseids. The radiant is the spot in the sky from where meteors originate. It's a key spot. It helps you decide where to frame the camera. You'll see why in a minute. In this video I'll plan this year Perseids, the Perseids 2020, but the same workflow works for any year and any other meteor shower. Ready? Let's go! Go to Photopills, and here, when I'm planning a meteor shower, the first thing I like to do is to use the meteor shower pill, this pill here, to figure out all the key meteor shower information for my location. As you see, Photopills now is showing me for today, Friday, June 19, 2020, and for my location, I'm here in Madrid, all the meteor shower key information. The current meteor activity, as you see now, there is 0 meteors, of course, it's daytime. You can select the Perseids from here, from measure showers peaks, also from the upcoming meteor showers. But what I like to do actually is just tap on calendar and choose the meteor shower you want from this calendar. You can change the year, as you see, so you can plan any meteor shower for any year. And what I like about this calendar is that it's telling me if a meteor shower will be powerful or not. Check the blue energy bar next to the meteor shower names. For example, for the Perseids, you see that the energy bar is almost full. This means that this year the Perseids is gonna be amazing. And actually, this calendar is telling me for my location all the information I need. I know that the Perseids will be active from July 17th to August 24th, and the peak date is gonna be August 13th, and the peak time is gonna be 1:53 a.m. The expected meteor shower rate is 51.1 meteors per hour, and as you see, the moon also is pretty thin. We'll only have 37.7% of moon phase. Nice. Now tap on Perseids to select it and see more information on the Perseids, and tap on peak at your location to select it, and now you can see all the key Perseids information on the main screen. At the top you have the meteors per hour expected, 55.7 meters per hour. The peak date, this is on August 13th, 2020, and the peak time is 1:53 a.m. If you scroll down the screen, you'll see a really cool graph here. This gray area you see on the graph is showing you the meteors per hour throughout the night. So I know when I have to start to shoot. In this case, I'll start more or less at 10 p.m. Well, the peak time is gonna be around 1:53 a.m. Then the moon rises and the meteors per hour goes down a little bit because of the moonlight, and then goes up again. You can stop shooting around 6:20 a.m. As always, for meteor showers, the more time you spend shooting, the more meteors you'll capture. So I recommend you to shoot during the whole night. On the graph, you also see the path of the radiant. Remember that the radiant is the spot in the sky from where the meteors originate. If you want to locate the radiant in the sky when you're in the location, when you're in the field, just tap on the AR button. And here it's as simple as, well, here you have the horizon, and this is the radiant path of the Perseids meteor shower. So here you have the date and time. So at 2:27 a.m. the radiant of the Perseids is going to be in this direction. And I can swipe my finger on the screen to see how the radiant moves across the sky throughout the night. So you know at all time where the radiant is gonna be. Why it's so important to locate the radiant in the sky? Because if you want to have longer tails in your meteors, you need to frame away from the radiant. The further away, the longer are supposed to be the tails of the meteors. But if you want to create an effect in post-processing where all meteors converge in one spot in the sky, you need to frame the radiant. That's super important. So you need to know where the radiant is at all time. And here the AR view is key, it's super important because it's so easy to visualize where the radiant is gonna be at all time. As you know, I love the AR views. Okay, let's go back to the pills menu and let's see how to plan the meteor shower from home. Let's use the planner. Let's go. Tap on planner, and the planner will allow you to plan the Perseids meteor shower for any location on Earth. The first thing you need to do is to select the meteor shower you want to plan, in this case the Perseids. So tap on the map settings button and tap on the meteor shower layer, and here from the calendar tap on Perseids and go back to the map view. Second step is to swipe the top panel to the left until you get to the meteor showers panel. It's this one, and on the panel you have all the key information of the meteor shower, the period of time where the Perseid is going to be active from July 17th to August 24th, the peak date August 13th, and the peak time 1:23 a.m. and also the intensity, the meteors per hour, 51.1 meteors per hour. And that information, this information is for my red pin position. So if I move the red pin to a new location, this information will adjust accordingly. On the map, this gray line is telling me the direction where the radiant is, and the gray curve is showing me the path of the radiant. If I move time, you'll see how the radiant moves along this gray curve. So at all time I know where the radiant is gonna be, so I can choose my shooting spot. Pay attention to the time bar now. This gray area you see on it is actually showing me the meteor shower rate throughout the night, so I know when the peak time happens. To select the peak time, you can just tap and hold on the time on the top panel, and the time will be set in the time bar. Great, now that I know where the radiant is gonna be at all time, I can find a really cool, powerful location. And actually, as you see, the radiant is gonna move northwise, so I think I'll go to a really beautiful beach that we have here in Menorca. It's called Cala Pregonda. I'll zoom in on this beautiful beach, and on this beach you have this beautiful rock. It's an amazing rock formation, a beautiful zigzag. So let's plan a cool shot of the Perseid meteor shower with this zigzag here. To do it, just zoom out, and I'll place the red pin on the beach. To do it, just tap and hold on the location you want to place the red pin, and the red pin will be placed where you're tapping and holding on the map. And I think this shooting spot is pretty cool. If, for example, if you want to frame the radiant and the zigzag, you see that when the radiant moves, it's all the time in the frame. When I'm framing in the direction of the zigzag, of course, this could be a pretty cool shooting spot. So what I have to do is to be right where the red pin is on August 13th. And as I said, I probably go there, to be there, start shooting at around, 10 p.m. until the meteor shower activity ends around 6:30 a.m. more or less. It's when the sunlight starts to fill the sky, and of course all meteors disappear, are washed out. On the other hand, if you don't want to have the radiant in the frame, if you want to capture longer meteors, a cool shooting spot could be this one here. From this spot I can, photograph the zigzag, but the radiant falls on the left, so I will not include it in the frame. That's another option. It all depends on what you want. Just move the red pin until you find a cool shooting spot, and then you have it all. You have the shooting spot, the red pin position, and the shooting date and time, August 13th, and you should be shooting the whole night to capture as many meteors as possible. When you're in the field and you place yourself where the red pin is, you can also use the night AR view here. If I tap on night AR, I can see the horizon, where the Perseids is, the radiant of the Perseids is going to be over there, and the Milky Way is going to be right over there at the time of the shooting, at the end of the Perseids meteor shower shooting. It's in the morning, but here I can change the time too and see where the Milky Way is going to be the whole night. In this case, is in that direction. The night AR is awesome to visualize where the Milky Way is going to be at all time. You can swipe your finger on the screen to change the time, and also to visualize where the radiant of the Perseid is going to be at all time. But remember, to use the night AR from the planner, you need to be right where the red pin is. Everything in the planner is referenced to the red pin position. It's super important that you keep that in mind when you're using the planner. By the way, if you wish to learn how to plan the Milky Way, watch this video. There you have everything you need. As always, once you plan the shot, you can save the plan. Tap on save save a plan, and now tap on save a new plan and add a cool name. So this is gonna be the Perseids 2020. I'll save it. And cool. And the next thing I like to do is tap on more, action. And from this screen, I can email my plan to a friend. Just tap on email, so my friend can import it onto Photopills. And also make sure that you add an alert to your calendar so you don't miss the shot, of course. And that's it. This is how you can plan your photos of the Persage Meteor Shower. As always, if you have a question, just leave a comment below. I'm here to help. And if you wish to learn how to photograph the Persage, I'm leaving a link in the description of this video to our super detailed meteor shower photography guide. Check it out. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and click on the bell to get notified when we release the next video. And remember that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye.